noise. Okay guys, so we got a cool feature for you all today. We're here in Mont Valin at Imago Village, and we're going to be trying out the brand new electric Grand Tourings that Skidoo has as part of with Unchartered Society. Super quiet, they don't make any noise. Really comfortable off the bat. So it looks like it has the electric throttle on it. Basically, how to turn the sled on is you click the start button, the gauge turns on, and then you hold the start button for like 4 seconds, and then it flashes ready, telling you that it's ready to go because you can't hear anything. This is crazy. There's no noise. And you see your battery level at the bottom left there. So these sleds, when you take them with a tour company and you rent them, you're going to get a touring key, which is basically limits the speed to 40 kilometers an hour. The dealer key that the guide can have would be only up to 50. So the fastest these things go is 50. Again, they're not for the purpose of these sleds is not for touring riders that are going far distances. They're for guide companies that are taking people out on sleds for the first time. Short distances. I think the range is about 40 kilometers or so, so nothing crazy. And then yeah, it's really it works very well for that audience, and it can also be used, I imagine, by like ski resorts for short distances. And this is just the beginning, right? This is Skidoo's first rendition of an electric sled. We've seen what Taiga has done with a high performance electric sled that can do reasonable mileage, about 100 miles or so. Or 100, I think about 100 kilometers maybe. And SNOWTRACK's actually released a video on it talking about that. But this is just the beginning. We know Skidoo's going to keep evolving, and I imagine an electric sled from Skidoo will probably be coming to the consumer market in the next few years. I think Skidoo had a mission by 2025 that every sector, or BRP, every sector of BRP would have an electric option. So these are definitely coming.
Have the snowmobile feeling, but without,
without the and it also appeals to guys that might not necessarily want to see the fumes and the pollution, and it's not more so to people that are just getting introduced to the sport or want to go on a little tour that have never been snowmobiling. This is the perfect snowmobile for them. But as I was saying, this is definitely something that is just the beginning. I don't think BRP intends on getting rid of their gas sleds for a long time. Me as a touring rider and as a saddlebag rider, I can't imagine riding an electric sled for quite a little bit of time. I like my 2-strokes, and we like our 4-strokes, but it is the start, right? Like, as we see, every sector in vehicles is getting electric and getting electrified. Not necessarily to say that it's going to eliminate the gas ones right now, but we are evolving. But yeah, super cool sled. Really interesting to see an electric sled from Skidoo. I think the track on it is actually quite small. It's like a 1-inch track, or even less than a 1-inch paddle. Again, they're trying to remove as much as they can to make the range as good as they can. So this is not a sled you're taking off trail. This is a groomed trail sled only, or a pack trail at least. Goes through the bumps pretty well. I'm not sure what the suspension is in this thing. I think it might actually be an SC5 suspension, because they tried to really reduce the weight as much as possible. Let's see how they get up these steep hills. No problem. And I'm not even full throttle. So they have the torque, which is no surprise because it's electric, and as we know, electric things usually have lots of torque. Has 10.25-inch gauge, which is nice, and it's a Grand Touring, so it's a 2-up sled, really catered to tour riders or tour companies taking people on short rides, and also introducing people to the sport of snowmobiling in a way that doesn't include like noisy and smoky gas machines that might turn some people away, right? So I think it's definitely good for the sport to see electric come to this sector for sure. All I'm hearing is really the track noise. That's it. And it rides like a skidoo. It handles quite well. Obviously it doesn't go super fast, so I can't comment on the handling at speed. But at the speed that it's limited to, it handles quite well. It's just a good introduction, and it's people freak out when they see electric snowmobiles because they think that's where the industry is going and they won't be able to get their gas sleds. But it's different. This is not for your touring rider or for your long distance trail rider. This is not a performance sled. This is a comfort sled for short distances for small little rides.
Yeah, it's for outdoor people.
Exactly.
Like fat bike, electric fat bike, or snowmobiling, or
Yeah.
snowshoeing.
Yeah. Yeah, so it beeped on me, it turned off there. You can see it says hold to drive. So if I hold the start button, now it says ready. So now it's ready to roll.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, this is it's super quiet. Like, listen to it. There's no noise. Yeah, and then as I mentioned, it has the ITC throttle, so you can spin this around and run it in both ways. And the full 10.25 gauge package with the cluster. Can we look what's in here?
Not much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, probably not much. There's nothing there. There's the drivetrain. I imagine this is for charging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the charge port in there.
Look in the front. Go back. No, I mean, if you look in the front. Oh, maybe on this side.
Oh, there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
There's nothing there.
It's empty.
Now his is beeping at him. It's going to turn off. It says drive deactivation. There you go. Now it's automatically turned off.
Safety.
Yeah, smart. Well, there's a fox.
This is the tour we do when we bring people. We bring people to the Alpine.
Yeah.
I show you my cabin, and after that we go back to.
Perfect. So people that come to Imago Village, they can do a tour and get introduced to these sleds.
Exactly.
Very cool. And what does it cost to do this?
It's $280.
For an hour, or how long is it?
2 hours and a half.
It's 2.5 hours, $280.
Yes. But we can do. It's always guided. But we can do also like snowshoeing and
Yeah.
electric snowmobiling. So it's like a 4 to 6 hours.
Okay, it's a very cool experience. Awesome. So if you guys are in Mont Valin and you want to try out these sleds and get a unique experience, definitely check out Imago Village. Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked that video. Curious to know your thoughts on this sled and what you think Skidoo's plans are for the future. And we'll see you in the next one.